Oh, we went to Dior. Yeah, we've never been to any makeup place. Any place to increase your style for the things you love.
Makeup.
Yes.
My name is Karis. I'm 33. I live in Waco, and this is Financial Audit.
Welcome down to Austin. What do you do for a living up there in Waco?
I am a GIS analyst. I
don't think I know what GIS. What's GIS?
It means Geographic Information Systems, and it's a system and tool that we use to analyze geospatial data.
Who is this helping? What industry is this helping?
You use it every day, your GPS.
Oh, okay.
I'm a cartographer. I make maps.
Really?
Yes.
It's pretty fun. What are we bringing in monthly?
I'm bringing in over 4,000.
Perfect. Wonderful. Cool. So, in your financial life, 4,120. Now I know Austin's very expensive. Waco, I don't really know as much about in terms of the overall price. How do you feel living there, $4,120 on a monthly basis?
Well, I live in a 2-bedroom and
apartment that you're renting?
Yes.
Okay.
And I pay around $1,700 a month, and I think I'm paying too much for that.
Yeah, it's about 40% of your net on rent. I mean, that's a big old chunk. If we start looking at the 50-30-20, it gives you 9% left for needs. That's obviously very hard. So why are you living in such an expensive place?
That was the only place I could find in a decent area that was around my budget, and I wanted to upgrade
2 bedrooms though.
To a 2-bedroom. Yes.
Okay, so why do you have to be in a 2-bedroom?
I work from home, so I wanted an office.
Wanted.
Yes.
Okay. Wanted is the key word there.
Yes.
Because I worked from home a lot, and until I saved up enough money to purchase a place, I never had more than just a room for myself. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people can attest to that.
I'm more productive doing that. I actually got a raise.
I'm sure we all are. But
I got a raise after I moved into the 2-bedroom.
So it was like 50% of your income. That doesn't really make sense. I'd love you to boost productivity, and I would love you to live in a place with more space. Just mathematically, just talking math. If it's 50%, 41% after a raise, I mean.
Well, I look at it like I spend most of my time at home. So
no, I get it, but you're doing a want. Can you fit the rest of your needs within 9%?
I've never been able to have wants in my life, so this is new to me.
I can't, but are you able to have this want?
Now I am. I can afford it. I'm not.
Can you?
Yeah, I've never.
You're putting all your purchases on debt. If we're putting all our purchases on debt, which we'll go through, can you afford it? No, you're deferring where the money that would be going towards these extra purchases are being deferred onto debt.
Yes.
Because you cannot afford it, because 41% of your rent, 41% of your income is going to rent. Is the rest of your needs only making up 9%?
What is it? What are my needs? What
Anything
that
you need to survive? It'd be groceries, it'd be insurance, it'd be medical costs, it would be your minimum monthly debt payments, it would be anything and everything that you are required to pay on a minimum monthly basis without you dying.
So how much would that be? I really don't know.
I don't know your
budget
yet.
To look at the numbers. That's why
I know what you're spending.
That's why
No,
I'm here.
I know, but I'm asking you, so you don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
So how can you say you can afford this then?
Because I don't miss a payment.
But you're putting everything else on debt. If everything else wasn't going on debt, you'd be missing payments, correct?
Yes, sir.
So can you afford it?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
No, sir.
It was as simple as that. But, I mean, it's important to talk about because I need to change your mind around that. Because if your mind is immediately like, oh, I can afford this by going into debt, I need to correct that immediately because that's going to lead you down a dangerous place for the remainder of your life now.
Yes.
Give yourself a score, 0 to 10. Your financial score. I have a Hammer financial score. Give yourself a score 0 to 10.
What are the factors that?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you've seen the show, so you know what Hammer financial score is.
I've only seen a couple.
You click out before the Hammer Yeah, and a lot of you do that too. Okay, so the way I calculate the Hammer financial score, just for ease, here's the template. I do it across 5 different categories. The one being age-based, being retirement. The rest just being based on where you are and where you're trying to get to in the end. 0 being the absolute worst, 10 being the absolute best. Spending in a budget, your debt, your emergency fund, your retirement, and your real estate. Where would you suggest you are? 0 to 10. Best guess.
0.5.
So 0.5. Okay. If you want to get your Hammer financial score, you can get it for free in the description below, by the way. It's a fun little thing. So let's start with the debt then, because again, this is what started to trip me immediately at the beginning, where we're like, yeah, you can afford things. Bank of America. Everyone loves everyone's favorite bank.
I've been there since I was 13, so.
Okay. When was the credit card?
A couple months ago.
You opened this a couple months ago.
Yes, I'm trying to boost my credit.
Why? Why?
Because it's not the greatest.
No, that's fine. But what are you trying to take advantage of credit-wise? You're only getting taken advantage of by credit. You're not taking advantage of any credit. I mean, you have 2 Credit One accounts in here. If we see someone with a Credit One account, they're pretty much the bottom of the barrel when it comes to any use of credit in the world. So, what credit? Like, you boost the credit score to take advantage of credit, but credit's only ever taken advantage of you. So, what credit are you trying to take advantage of by boosting your credit?
I did boost my credit.
Yeah, what credit are you trying to take advantage of by boosting your credit?
What do you mean?
What credit are you trying to take advantage of by boosting your credit? You boost your credit to take advantage of credit.
The credit that they offered me.
So you're trying to boost your credit so you can take out more debt, more of this credit card debt.
I mean, it's also for emergencies. I'd never had an emergency credit card.
A busy schedule shouldn't mean sacrificing your health and fitness goals. That's why I'm grateful to today's sponsor, Factor. They're eliminating the hassle of healthy eating. Factor's meals, crafted by gourmet chefs and approved by dietitians, are fresh, never frozen, and delivered right to your doorstep. With over 35 weekly options including keto, calorie smart, vegan, and more, there's something for everyone. Plus, they're offering 55 nutrition-packed add-ons for a delicious meal planning experience. Factor has made my routine easier with no more grocery shopping or cooking stress. I just have to open the fridge, heat up my Factor meal for 2 minutes, and my restaurant quality meal is ready. So trust me, if you've seen the vlog here, you know I'm staying way too late here and I just do not have time. This is what I needed to survive. So if you're ready to level up your nutrition game, head to factor75.com or click the link in the description box below and use code HAMMER50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and free wellness shots for life. You also get 2 free wellness shots for 3 available flavors for every order while you're still an active subscriber. That's code HAMMER50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and free wellness shots for life with any active subscription at the link in the description below. Emergency credit card is not a good thing. I understand life happens.
But when you don't have a...
I understand that life happens and some people have to use a card in case of emergency. That's when we sit down and we're like, okay, this happened. Now let's aggressively pay it off and cut back on everything other than a life's necessities. What keeps us going to pay it off. Okay, that's different. What obviously we try to do is have a fully funded emergency fund. Based on your choices and where a lot of the spending goes to, this pie chart's insane, by the way. We'll get there. I think you could have had a fully funded emergency fund if you were a mature adult when it came to your money. I mean, you're 33 years old.
Correct.
So a lot of this comes out of choice. So you're right. You might not have had the opportunity. I think a lot of that comes down to your choice and behavior. So what purpose, again, are you trying to increase your credit for? Because I need to correct this mindset immediately. But at first, I need to understand, what are you trying to take advantage of with a good credit score? What are you trying to do?
Oh, what are my future goals by having a good credit score?
Sure.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be...
Yeah, what are you trying to take advantage of?
I want to answer correctly.
Okay. No, it's okay. I know. I get in the zone.
I would like to purchase a home one day. And if I ever did need a loan, I would like to be able to get one at a low interest.
Okay. So that's our overall primary goal when it comes to increasing credit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I get that. And that makes sense. And that is obviously a place that I would want anyone to get to. What scares me with you trying to take advantage of these different things is, again, right now and historically with what we've gone through, you've taken advantage of nothing that has benefited you. You've only been taken advantage of by companies that get people to go into debt. So you opening a credit card, putting $3,298 on it, your monthly income when our rent's already 40%.
I returned a lot of the stuff and I paid
off.
No.
Oh, I saw the credits.
And
even still, after the credits and stuff, we're sitting at $2,000 $62 with a minimum monthly payment of $35. Okay.
And when I got my bonus, I paid off another $1,000.
So it's at $1,000?
Yes.
62?
Yes, sir. No, it's at $1,200.
Okay. You know where that bonus could have gone?
To a lot of places.
Yeah, that bonus could have gone contributing to retirement, because I don't know how much is in your retirement. How much is in your retirement? I didn't get a retirement statement.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Oh, that's interesting. Because where'd the bonus go to? It went to paying off this. Do you know what a pink line means here? This lovely little pinky orange color. You know what it means?
Close.
Bullshit is what it entails. So let's go here. Well, let's do a little thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 purchases out of 40, maybe 40, 35, 40. 6 purchases that are not guaranteed to be. Some of them probably are, but are not guaranteed to be. The rest of them, bull. And that's where you had to put your bonus to, because you put $3,500 on this card, $3,900.
Yes.
That could be going towards retirement. That could be putting a down payment down on this future house that you want to do, that you're trying to increase your credit score in order to be able to do. You're not going to be able to do that if you don't save up enough money for a down payment. You're not going to save up enough money for a down payment if you're just going express every second of your life.
I needed new clothes.
Oh, you did not need new clothes the way we're about to go through these statements. This is one of the craziest things my team and I have ever gone through in terms of going to one place a million billion times.
I didn't go there. I went online and I bought it all.
Better.
And then they charge separately when they send it out. So I know it looks kind of crazy.
Listen, this is all I'm saying.
I returned a lot of it because when you buy online, you have to buy 2 of everything because they might not fit you.
You return 4 things on here.
In bulk.
On other accounts, you return some more things. But again, with the payments and the returns, you brought it down to like $2,500 of purchases, and you still had to throw a $1,000 bonus towards that, which could have gone towards other things. If you said you needed new clothes, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Let's go to Target. Let's just.
I can't shop at Target.
Why?
Because I wear special sizes, especially in pants. Everything I wear is long.
Okay, and Target does not have what you have.
No.
But Express does?
Yes. And Old Navy. They carry.
Old Navy?
I know I wanted to gatekeep this, but they do carry long sizes.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8", and I have a little bit longer legs than my torso.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like,
so it's like 5'8",
not
like crazy size.
Yeah. I like before that, I'd always wear like high waters and stuff because I could never afford it. And like during the winter, it sucked because I had to wear high waters with long socks. That's how I'd keep warm.
Now, question.
Yes, sir.
Did you own any clothes?
Yes.
Before this?
Yes.
Cool. So why do we go on thousands and thousands of dollars of a shopping trip? If we needed new clothes, I'm okay with a trip and we get a couple little things from Old Navy, especially. Express is kind of expensive. I only go there because I get a 50% discount because one of my best friends works there.
Yes, I got everything clearance or on sale.
Clearance or on sale.
Yes.
That starts to help, but Express is still a little expensive. Old Navy I'm good with. That place is pretty cheap. But needing clothes, I'm like, okay, we can get some clothes. Again, you went on shopping sprees, my dude. You went on shopping sprees. So I think we can all accept a little bit of the excuse, but I can't accept 90% of it, because what we're about to go through is some of the, again, one of the most insane things I've ever seen. And do not try to justify it, because you did not need this many brand new pieces of clothes.
Okay.
Correct? Did you need this many brand new pieces of clothes?
Well, my reasoning behind this is also I'm trying to build a wardrobe that every piece is that I want to love it. I don't want to.
Okay, so
I don't want to.
This becomes a want.
It's more like I'm trying to save time, because you know when you look in your closet and you can't find anything, and you always pick out the things that you love. I don't want to struggle with that anymore.
That is want, and that's a privileged statement.
Yes, it is.
That's an aggressively privileged statement.
Yes.
Clothes is to keep you warm, my dude. And I want you to have more than that. I want you to have more than that.
I will.
Okay, yeah, hopefully not all on debt while putting a bonus towards it, sure. But what you're talking about is very much a want. And it's not me saying, oh, you shouldn't be able to do that. I'm not saying that. You're literally putting off retirement and you're building up more debt to do it. You're doing it in a very stupid, childish way.
Okay. I'm sorry. I know. That's why I'm here.
Don't apologize to me. It doesn't impact me. Yeah, exactly. Apologize to yourself. Because Amazon, Chick-fil-A. Yeah, that's gonna help. Get. I was gonna say something, and then people are gonna think I'm fat shaming. Okay, Chick-fil-A, Smoke Depot. What's that gonna help? That's not helping anything. That's just hurting you. Yeah, you go there every second of your life. What do you do? What's your addiction?
No, nicotine. I vape.
Yeah. Not a great addiction.
Every second.
You go there a lot.
I go there like once a week, every week and a half.
It's a lot. Amazon. Vince Camuto.
Shoes.
What's great? Yeah. I'm
For
sure
work,
you had no shoes.
I needed work. I didn't.
You said you work remote.
I went to Kansas
You said you work
City.
remote.
I went to Kansas City for a business trip, and that's why I needed work clothes.
And you had 0 shoes. How convenient it is that anyone that's ever come on the show has no pieces of clothing or no shoes before they go do the trip that I see in their statement. They didn't have one piece of
I
existing
was in
thing.
college before I had this job, so like I was a
How long
little
were you
bit
in college?
Like 7 years.
I mean, what does that? Did you get a master's?
No.
Okay.
I
so
went
what
to
does that
school
tell
later
us?
in life. I went to school later in life.
Yeah, but even later or earlier. 7 years is a lot.
I was working and going part-time.
Okay, so that's how you went about it.
Yeah, and then sometimes I went full-time, and then I moved to Texas, and then I had to take a couple classes over when I transferred to Texas A&M.
Amazon Express. I think there's another Express. Dior Beauty. Amazon. Old Navy. Amazon. Victoria's Secret. Old Navy. Express. Amazon. Victoria's Secret. Express. Amazon. Express. Chick-fil-A. Victoria's Secret. Whataburger. Express. Yeah, you're starting to get the picture.
I haven't bought anything since that time period. Though.
Sure. Amazon Express.
Well, from Express.
Tacos, Pizza Hut. Right. Amazon Express, Panera Bread Express, Amazon Express, Taco Bell, Ulta, Burlington Stores, Smoke Shop, and Chick-fil-A. So I know that people were probably thinking before this, like, oh my gosh, why is Caleb digging into this? Why? Of course she should be able to buy clothes for herself and be able to do things like that. Yeah, it's because they didn't see what I just went through, and they did not see what I still have to go through. This was maybe half of it, maybe. You went beyond over what you needed. It wasn't even close. Again, a need is a need, and you will take care of a need. If you do not have a piece of cloth that you need, you get it. If you need it for work, you get it because it's going to impact income. I want to make sure every time I open my closet, I'm happy with every single little thing in there. That is not even close to a need. So I'm sure I looked like but after that, it is justified.
I also went into that knowing that I was not going to be buying clothes for a long time.
Is what everyone says.
I haven't.
Buddy, it's been like a couple weeks.
No, a month.
Okay, so it's been a few weeks.
A few is 3. Yeah, because I went to Kansas City January 15th, and I bought.
This ended less than a month ago. This ended 3 weeks ago. The statement ended 3 weeks ago.
But what do the dates say?
The 13th.
Okay.
Was your last purchase the 13th of last month? It is not the 13th of this month yet. It's about 3 weeks old. You don't have to argue about everything. Credit 1. What?
No, I was just laughing at your statement that you said when you see a credit 1 credit card.
They take advantage of people. This company is feel bad for anyone who has it. It's terrible. You have a balance of $540 and $29 of interest is being accrued. But you did take it out. Now we need to repay it. On the worst credit card of basically all time, you purchased $1,156 of purchases. That's awesome. That makes sense. Even though we only paid $614 towards it, $29 of interest accrued, owing $540 with $30 of interest. Where are we going back to? Are we surprised? Amazon. I can never say this word.
Taqueria.
Smoke Depot. Oh, we're back. We're addicted. Amazon. Burlington. Kohl's. Mixing it up. Old Navy. Going back to our roots. Amazon. Jimmy John's. There's a smoke shop. Amazon. Panera Bread. Firewater Liquor and Panera Bread. Awesome. And then credit 1. This other credit 1. Nothing's accruing on this one, but we did have $146 of purchases.
A what?
$146 of purchases. $146 we do not have. Wendy's is our big call out. Walmart in Walmart, it's impossible for us to know what was purchased there.
Usually groceries most of the time.
Usually most of the time.
Yeah. And like not utilities, essentials, like bath stuff, toiletries. There you go.
Yeah, but see, what scares me with that immediately is you obviously don't know what essentials are. You said those were clothes you needed at first, and then I had to really fight you to get you to admit that it was you just wanting your wardrobe to be a perfect wardrobe. So
Not perfect.
I'm a little concerned.
You
know what I mean.
Perfect,
you know what I'm
but
saying.
Lovely.
You know what? Yeah, lovely, fantastic. So you do. I don't think you know what essentials are. You'd probably say that Dior was an essential.
I mean, is makeup an essential to you?
To live? I want you to have it.
But what I've realized is that higher end makeup or nicer makeup, it'll last me way longer than buying something at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like that blush is probably gonna last me 2 years, rather than having to go to Walmart and spend $10 every few months.
So it's not that I'm opposed to it. The only thing that just really sticks out to me is just you just trying to justify every single little thing and you're making no progress on anything. So
I'm not trying to justify it. I know there's a reason behind it. I'm not just doing it.
I know, but I wasn't there with your purchase. So like, yes, that blush specifically may have made sense in that situation. But all the different places that we're going to, there were multiple makeup places we saw, shoe places, clothes places. Was every single thing a strategic purchase that was going to last decades? I don't think. Really?
I mean, that's kind of the mindset I have now. Like, I don't buy things that I don't love. Like,
well, there you go. It's a want.
Even if it's cheap.
It's a want. So that's what you just said. So it's not an essential. You said love. Yes. Buying things you love is not a want.
No, but some people buy things that they only like, and it just sits there, you know?
Buddy, you can't afford to live. You're putting things on debt. I don't care if you like it or love it. I just need you to survive. I care about your future.
I am. The Lord provides. He does, and he has.
Okay, there's also some passage.
But I know he wants me to plan, and
there's also a passage about faith without works is like or something, and you're not doing the work.
I'm here.
You're here, but you're not putting in the works here. You're just trying to defend it. You're here, but you're not taking anything. You're here, but you're just saying, oh, this was all essential. This was all essential. This was all essential. It all makes sense. And then we get to the end of it. Oh, it's because I love it instead of liking. I only buy things that I love instead of liking. Okay. So that is not putting in the action. And we can't just be like, well, I mean, everyone can have whatever religious beliefs they want. But if that's what you immediately go to instead of any kind of self-responsibility, then to me, it's just like, if you're not being an adult.
Okay.
You disagree? You shouldn't take any personal responsibility. You just pass it on to the belief?
Oh, no. I do take full responsibility.
Okay.
I'm here.
I don't think so. You're here, but what matters is what happens while you're here. Have you heard what you've been saying this entire episode?
Mm-hmm.
Deflect. Justify.
I'm not saying it's right, but
then
there was a reason. Why are you
defending it? I know the reason, but the reason's wrong. Okay, great. Yeah, that sounds like you believe it. That sounds like you're.
No, I'm ready.
I want you to be, but again, your language.
And now I have a wardrobe to throw me in there.
I'm gonna burn this place down.
You are?
Well, I'm just mentally
okay.
Can't handle this. This is insanity.
I have a income coming in. It's not like I don't have money coming in.
Oh, I don't even feel of pushing back. Please tell me, what do you think the argument against that is? What do you think I might say to that? What do you think I possibly might say against that so I don't have to? Please.
I know. Good job. If you saw what I came from, but what I was doing before and what I was making and how hard I worked to get.
I'm sure you work hard. That's great. You're being stupid with your money. You're making yourself work harder.
And I've never had money before.
You have. Congratulations, and you've made yourself worse by lifestyle inflating yourself. That's how the average American works. For a second, please. So the thing about the money coming in and using that as, oh, this is all okay. The money's coming in. By the way, classic American move, and why everyone's and why, what is it, a third of Americans don't have $1,000 for an emergency? Because there's money coming in, so I'm just going to rack up all the debt because I can pay it off. First of all, you couldn't pay it off because the money came in from a bonus and you couldn't fully pay off the debt. So with this money coming in, what you're doing is allowing that to be an excuse for you to rack up this debt. But when the money has come in, you're not able to fully pay it off. And where that money that is coming in should be going is setting yourself up for retirement. You've already lost the best decade of growth. A decade of growth for compound growth in your retirement account in the overall market. You've lost that. And now you're flushing the second best decade down the drain because that's where the income... What?
I didn't have
You rolled your eyes.
I didn't roll my eyes.
No. Yes, you did.
I don't roll my eye. I went like that.
Okay, yeah, you gave like a... Either way. Sorry, I'm just upset. I shouldn't be mean when I'm upset. I'm trying to do better.
You're speaking into my future.
What?
I said you were speaking into my future, saying I'm about to lose the second decade of my best.
Yes. Based on your actions. How do you not see it? You're almost halfway through the second best decade of compound growth possible for your income, and your income is just trying to catch up with the debt that you're putting on, which is more than the income that you bring in.
Yes.
Based on your spend. She said yes. Is this a miracle? Okay, so you fully understand that your income coming in is not a valid reason for doing this, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
Have we made a breakthrough?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I
would just like to see it like visualized, what I spend and all that stuff.
I'll show you that in a bit. Limited cash rewards Visa signature card. $1,365 is owed on it. What's the minimum monthly payment? Oh, we went to Dior. Yeah, we've never been to any makeup place. Any place to increase your style for the things you love.
Makeup.
Yes. Yes. Amazon, Panera Bread, Amazon, Smoke Depot. It's like Home Depot for killing your lungs. Amazon, Taco Bell, Panera Bread, Amazon, Match.com. Match.com?
Yeah, I haven't signed back in. I know. I paid for it. Well, as you could tell.
You got to get your Hinge game on.
No, I don't do that.
Match.com?
Yeah.
Is it going to be more successful?
Yeah, I heard it is for people that...
You know, the company that owns Match.com also owns Hinge.
Oh, really?
And Tinder.
Oh.
It's called Match Group.
Interesting.
Yeah, their stock is performing terribly.
Oh. That sucks.
Yeah. It sure does.
Yes, I heard it was more successful for older people looking for something serious.
You're not older.
You just said I'm in the
that's
best decade of
math.
my life.
Second best decade. 2 is still pretty young when we're talking about decades of best compound growth. Oh, well, let's just not say you're old because, I mean, that means I'm getting to be old and I don't want to be old. So let's say that you're old. Old. I mean, there's people out there on Match Group like swiping and banging
for older. Oh no, yeah, not that. I don't do. No, I want to date real. Okay.
That's not what I meant.
Okay.
Wait. I'm just saying, there's old people out there being successful, and you're not old.
Well, I've experienced those dating apps, and it wasn't for me.
Sure. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. $159 though. That's what I was curious. Where'd that go to? Is that like an annual plan?
It's 6 months. Yeah.
6 months of what?
Of
Match.com costs money to use?
Yes.
I've never used it.
Yeah. I haven't signed on again since I bought it. So I don't really know what it includes.
When did you buy it?
Oh, I don't know. When did I buy it?
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't been on in 2 weeks. I see the emails.
Did you set up your profile?
Yes. I haven't been on.
Any cute dudes popping in?
I've seen a couple emails, but I haven't.
Nice.
I don't know. I get anxiety about going on it.
Oh.
It gets kind of like overwhelming because you want to
spend money on it then.
I know, but I'm gonna go on it probably again before the 6 months is up.
Can I have my dating profile expert audit your profile?
Sure. Online? Like right now?
Like audit your profile. Not right now, at the end of the episode.
Oh,
Oh, no, it's no pressure. You say no. The moment you're uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't think I really have anything on there too bad or crazy.
Cool. So obviously a lot of pending as well.
Yes.
And also, God, it's hard. It's an addiction. I've poked fun at it, and I've been a little about it, but
no, I know.
Whatever we can do to really actually like buckle down and try to quit, like from a serious note, you know, whether it's resources online or an accountability buddy, things like that. I know that's so difficult, especially when it comes to vaping, because the concentration of nicotine is so high, and it's one of the hardest drugs to quit.
I've quit before for a couple years. Then I just went back again.
I'd love to see you get off of that, because I want your life to be long. And I mean, there's no point of fixing all these finances so that you can have a successful later in life if there is no later in life. And I don't want you to decrease those chances of living that later life.
You're right.
Okay.
I need to stop.
So just, I mean, from your safety, please consider doing whatever you need to do. And if we can connect you to any resources, please let us know.
Thank you.
Platinum card.
Can I take a sip of water?
Please.
Okay.
Absolutely. And while you're taking a sip of water, I'll say subscribe, because we're trying to get to 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. Also, by the way, thanks for coming on the show. I know it's the hot seat. It's hard.
Thank you.
It's always interesting because it's a little different. Like, I really sit down with someone, I'm like, this is going to be the most receptive person ever. I think it's just being on camera. People get a little nervous and stuff like that. But thanks for coming on. If you want to be on the show, apply in the description below. It's there. Thanks for being here. Okay, so on this card, we have a current balance of $3,610.46 with minimum monthly. Wait, what was the minimum monthly payment on that Visa? I didn't get that.
I don't know. Which one?
The Visa, the one we talked about just before this. The one where you're deoring. Because you took a screenshot more than sending a statement. Oh, do $0. Is this in a 0%?
The platinum?
Yeah, they probably don't want you to pay anything on it so they can accrue interest once that hits. You probably are not forced to do a minimum monthly payment. You might need to set yourself up for a minimum monthly payment so you can pay it off before interest starts accruing. Are you feeling a bit dirty? Are you for index funds like me? Or maybe you prefer BDSM, bonds, dividends, stocks, mutual funds? If that sounds like you, your finance daddy is only giving you these exclusive designs through the end of this month, and then they go away. And if it's not for you, you can eat my assets. Get your dirty money shirts, mugs, posters, stickers, and sweatshirts before time runs out at the end of this month. Go to shop.calebhammer.com/dirty or click the link in the description below. Then on this card, no, this one's also 0%. Man, we're just opening cards. We're just getting put $4,865 on this, $195 of fees. Wait, your whole family's on this card. Who's paying that fee?
What do you mean, what fee? Like the annual fee?
Okay, so you're not paying it.
The annual fee?
Yeah.
I wasn't before, but this year I am.
Why you?
Think that, what do you mean?
It looks like your dad and mom are on this as well, potentially?
Yes. Because I think that the fee actually went up. So I told my dad I'd pay it. But they want me to have that for emergencies.
For emergencies? Has anyone ever told you of an emergency fund? Does your family even know what that concept is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, why would they say they want you to have this for emergencies then, instead of trying to buckle down your overall spending and get an emergency fund?
Because they don't live in the state.
That doesn't
so if change that
happens, having an emergency fund would be better. Oh, I'm confused. How does not living in the state all of a sudden, like...
Well, if I have an emergency...
No, I get it, but why are they not pushing you instead of this? Why are they suggesting...
I was in school when they opened it. So I didn't really have any money.
Yeah, but then you took it on. You took on the annual fee. So it sounds
$200
it sounded like something they didn't want to do, but then they said no, keep it and take care of it in case of an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
my
this
brother
is something
has
that's
one
happening now. Then
yeah, my brother has one and my sister-in-law has one.
For the same reason?
For emergencies, yes.
Oh, dude, that is so financially toxic.
They don't use it. Only I do. But I pay it. I've never not paid it.
Well, it's obviously not for emergencies then. If we're just going on, we're around.
We get points, so.
Ooh. Yeah, and the interest that you're paying on everything else, it's fully negated them. Old Navy, Amazon, shocker. We're back. Old Navy. Old Navy, obviously necessities if we have to go that many times. Kohl's, Old Navy, Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
What?
When
you have a shopping addiction?
No, I've never been able to shop. Do you understand that?
No,
so
I can't say. I still don't really. And what scared me about your language is I don't think you understand. You still don't have the ability to.
Yeah.
You're just racking up the debt.
And I don't anymore. I did go crazy because I didn't have clothes that fit me right. And it's like, okay, I have this nice job. I want to present myself well if I'm single.
No, I want that too. But does that mean going and spending thousands of dollars in 1 month at Kohl's and Old Navy? Get a couple outfits.
How much do you recommend someone spending a year on clothes?
It's going to depend on their financial situation. You're in debt. You don't have an emergency fund and you're behind in retirement. So yours would be less than the average person. You could fit it in the wants category eventually. Some you can fit in the needs category. Obviously, kids' clothes, if they need clothes for this, putting cleats in there if they need to play basketball. For you, if there is a work trip you're going on, that would fit in the needs. But again, we've been down this road. Yes. Okay. You probably had some clothes that fit. You probably had some clothes that didn't fit. You justified this by saying you wanted to open your closet and everything in there was what you love. That is not a necessity. Are you saying you had 0 pieces of clothes that fit? 0?
Yeah, I can actually say I had no sweats or yoga pants that fit. They all had holes in them.
Okay, what about everything else though?
What am I going to wear in the winter? I don't want to wear jeans every day.
Okay, that is a want.
Okay.
You just said, I don't want to wear jeans every day. Did you hear your own words?
Okay.
And I don't want you to either. Again, I want you to have what you want.
I'm not going to anymore.
It doesn't matter. The damage was already done. But the thing is,
exactly.
I don't believe it. I don't believe you saying you won't do that anymore. Listen to your own justifications. I asked if you had any clothes that didn't fit, and you said specifically no for sweatpants
and pants. All I had was jeans. All I had was jeans.
Okay, we can wear jeans for a couple months if we can't afford to pay off debt and we don't have it in front of. You have a credit card set aside for emergencies. If you're in that type of situation, we can wear jeans for 2 months.
I don't want to put that on my parents. Like, I don't want to put all that on there. You know what I'm saying?
I did not suggest that for a single second.
Okay.
I'm saying if you have to rely on a credit card for emergencies because we don't have enough saved up for an emergency fund, we are okay wearing jeans for 2 months.
I did for a long time before then. Years.
Then you could have gone 2 more months if you did it 2 years. Do you understand just how privileged you sound right now? The fact that you think all of this is justified because you didn't want to wear jeans for another month or two. Do you know what people go through in this world?
Yes.
When it comes to clothes?
Yeah.
Then do not use that excuse on here. That is so childish.
I'm not using an excuse, but
What am I in? Is this... Where's the cameras? Besides these 2 cameras, where's the cameras? This has to be for a network TV show of like Caleb kills himself.
Don't say that.
Rose's Cafe. I'll say whatever I want. I don't care anymore. Sunco Gas. Well, that's fair. Chick-fil-A, Burlington Stores, Express. Oh, we're back. Rover. Isn't that like pet watching service?
Yes, when I went to Kansas City.
For work?
Mm-hmm.
Marshalls. Burlington. We go to Burlington constantly. Burlington again. Amazon. Because couldn't wear jeans for a month. And no piece of... Do you understand how I can't believe anything you say? Because every time I dissect something you say, we find out what you're saying is a justification for something you just don't want to do. Something that you're just like, or something you want to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't trust you anymore. I can't believe anything you say.
Okay.
The fact that you don't care about this.
No.
Terrible. I would feel absolutely gross if people couldn't believe.
You're saying that I don't care? And why are you saying that you don't believe me? I don't understand.
I just explained it. Did it not make sense?
Because I wanted some... I'm telling you why. I need it.
Because every single time you try to say something's okay, you say it as something you need, and then I dissect it, I ask more questions, and then we find out in the end it's because of something you wanted. So every single defense you've used has been able to dissect it as something where it's incorrect. So I just can't trust anything you say. I have to dissect everything you say.
I'm telling you my reasoning and my thought process of that. of why I bought this stuff, and now you're saying you can't believe me. I don't understand.
I can tell you don't understand.
Yeah, I don't.
I just tried to explain it, and I don't know what else to say. I don't know how another way to explain it. There might be a better way to explain it.
I think that you don't like it, what I'm saying.
No. Well, obviously, I don't like what you're saying, but that doesn't...
But that doesn't mean that I'm lying.
No, that doesn't equate into trust.
That doesn't mean that I'm lying
I will
about
try to
this.
explain
Why would
this.
I ever lie about something so stupid like clothes?
Why would you? That's what I'm asking. So
I wanted clothes.
I will walk...
I wanted a wardrobe to have.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid. I know.
Do you remember?
But I was not. I'm paying it off. I don't understand why you're saying that you don't believe me and then saying that I don't care that you don't believe me. I'm seriously trying to understand what you're saying.
Okay. Then I will explain it for the third time. So, do you remember?
And you're trying to go ahead.
What? What am I trying to do?
You're saying, yeah, I could see you don't understand. Very condescending.
Well, you can't, you don't understand.
And you're yelling at me at the same time. It's like, how can I try and understand something when you're yelling at me at the same time? Caleb, let me know.
Okay.
Because I can too.
Well, you can what?
I could yell and be mad, and I'm not. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Buddy, you saw the show and signed up for it.
Okay. I'm here, and I'm doing it.
You're confused about the show that you're on right now?
No, I'm not. I'm just confused why you think I'm lying.
Okay, so I shall explain it one more time. Okay. The clothes that you wanted, do you remember how you opened that conversation? You remember how you opened it when I said...
I wanted it and I needed it.
Incorrect. That is not what you said.
I needed it for a work trip and I went overboard.
Everything else.
Overboard.
Everything... Oh my gosh. Everything else, besides the work thing, which again, the work thing, I said, fine. Okay, if you need it for work, that's fine. But all the other clothes purchases, when I called them out, you said I needed them because there were no clothes that fit. I had to dive in, dissect that, just like every other statement you've said, and we found out at the end of that train of thought that you in fact did have clothes that fit. It just wasn't clothes you wanted to wear. And you wanted your wardrobe to be something you loved every day you opened it. Mm-hmm. So we learned that your initial statement of this being clothes I needed because nothing fit was incorrect. So that's why I have trouble now. Anytime you say why, or anytime I ask, why did you do this? And you give me a reason, I have trouble just accepting that at face value because now I know I have to dig deep into it and get to the actual reason why. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this Volvo. 2021,
mm-hmm.
$15,473.20 with a minimum monthly payment of $290. So this has to be at 4.5 years. Okay, so obviously longer than we'd want. And what's the interest rate?
That was my parents' old car. My car broke down, and it just wasn't worth fixing anymore. It kept breaking down in the middle of nowhere, and they did, like I said, they live out of state, so they didn't want me to do that, and they gave me their old car, and I'm paying them off. They paid it off, and now I'm paying them back off for what they paid off, and which is that amount.
Wait, but this is an actual debt, or are you just paying your parents?
I'm paying them back. Yes, I transfer it to their account. So what is this then? That was what they paid off.
Did they fully pay off the car?
Yes.
What do you pay them on a monthly basis?
$290.
Okay. Is there any interest included in this payback to the parents?
No.
Well, State Farm. This is your car insurance, yeah?
Yes, and also my life insurance, I think they asked me to send.
I do have your life insurance as well,
okay.
But this is for you're the Volvo. There's two Volvos. Are you 2021 or 2022?
21. My mom got the new one.
$99 a month?
Yes. I'm not responsible for that.
At 33? Okay. Student loans. I thought you said you were working through school and you did part-time. How do we accumulate $63,975 in student loans?
You also have to live.
Yeah, we know what your version of living is.
And then I went to hair school before, so that I kind of went to 2 schools.
How much did you borrow for hair school?
Ooh, too much, like way more than I should.
How much did you borrow for hair school?
I think like 18,000.
Okay, you're right. You have to live. Many of people, though, if they're doing part-time classes, like 6 credit hours a semester, they maybe not pay fully through school, but they don't borrow $63,000. Sorry, let's negate the other one. $50,000 of student loans. That's an aggressive amount. Where'd you go to school again? A&M?
First, I went to Palm Beach State and then A&M.
Okay.
I got my associate's degree before I transferred.
Is that a
out of state
community
in Florida?
college?
Yes, sir. Or junior college. Or state college. So they have a university.
Why'd you do that?
Why did I do what?
Out of state.
I lived in Florida before.
Okay, but why'd you do out of state?
Why did I come back to Texas?
No. Why'd you go somewhere where you had to pay out of state tuition?
I was living in Florida.
So why was it out of state then?
In Texas, I paid out of state.
Sorry.
The first semester.
Yeah.
Which was like, I think.
Oh, even if it was just
$8,000 for class.
This is, we're adding, I don't know, for someone that did part-time and then has to live, and we know what your version of living is, it's like, I don't know. That's a lot of student loans for someone who's just going part-time for so many years and working. Well, how many hours a week did you actually work?
How many what?
How many hours a week did you work a job?
While I was in school?
Yeah.
When I was getting my associates, I worked full-time as a hairstylist.
And were you doing A&M part-time?
Working part-time at A&M, yes.
No. Was school part-time at A&M?
No, I went full-time. And then I worked part-time at A&M.
7 years. Was 7 years including the beginning of the hair school as well?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's rough ways to go about college. I think you went about a rough way, and that's why I'm such a big advocate for, like, certifications, like tech certifications through course careers and trade schools. And
I did. I went to hair school first. I had to
and then
pick
you did
something.
the 7 years of university and borrowed a lot of money. Okay. All
right. I actually really love what I do now.
Well, that's great.
And
what was your degree?
Geography, and then I minored in GIS and sociology.
Oh, that's great. And I love that you love what you do. There are just still smarter ways to go about school than the way you did it. So $63,975. You're a defensive one, aren't you? Well, you should put that on your dating profile. Let's see how that works. What's your minimum monthly payment on this student loans? If I had to guess, if you're in traditional, I'd be guessing about $700 a month.
I haven't started paying it off yet.
Hey, are they due?
No.
It says
zero. It says
When'd
zero.
you graduate?
A&M, 22.
Are you on like income based? Have you requested deferment?
I did.
Have you reported?
Fill that out, and then I also worked at this school while I was at A&M, so I don't know if I got the forgiveness or not. But it says zero.
It's I mean, the balance is here, so no. When's the last time you've like reported so you just got this income? So when you file your tax, how many months did you work this job last year?
12.
Okay, so you're filing taxes soon. Okay. I mean, your payment might go up. I don't know how much. It still won't be drastic with income base. What scares me about this is if we're going for any kind of forgiveness by the end, a lot of that stuff is administration by administration. And what if you're by the end of your cycle that you want of any kind of forgiveness, and it's just like the administration at the time is just not doing any forgivenesses because they're just completely against that. And then what you did that entire time was allow interest to accrue on a larger and larger balance because you're putting so little towards it. There's a risk level there that I just don't like. I'm not opposed to going for those programs if they exist. If there's any kind of program or tax code or whatever, that's the system is the system. So do what works best for you. What scares me is the risk behind it. And we're just allowing the $63,975 to accrue at interest rates that I don't even know because, again, this is a Credit Karma screenshot, not a statement of the student loans. So it could be 3%, could be 5%, could be 7%. I don't know.
I never took out any private loans either.
Right, yeah, those are Department of Ed through Advient. Okay. A&M. No. Bank of America. This is your A&M student thing, but there's $2,000 sitting in there. Oh, Wendy's and Chick-fil-A and Smoke Shop. We back! And Taqueria. Never say that. Hulu. Flex Finance. Flex Finance? What are you flex financing?
I split my rent in two.
See, if you have to do that, what does that already tell us? You say you can afford these things, you're forced to split your rent in half.
I'm not forced.
Why are you doing it? Because you're paying a fee to do it.
Because
you're giving them $15 a month. Yes.
Is that the right answer now?
Well, I mean, there could be like an actual reason. If you told me at the beginning, it's because I wanted to have a wardrobe that is good, I'd dig into you, but I wouldn't have had to dig apart and figure out what the is going on. You can give me the actual reason, and then I'll tell you if it's stupid or not. Little Caesars, that's stupid. Wendy's, that's stupid. Chipotle, that's stupid. Wendy's, that's stupid. Chick-fil-A, that's stupid. Victoria's Secret, for the 1,000,000th time, so probably stupid. If it was one time, I'd be like, okay, maybe she actually needed it. Maybe the excuse was justified. Mod's Pizza, stupid. Wendy's Pizza, interesting. I wonder if they'll ever do that. I think McDonald's tried once, but...
Taco Bell did.
Bisque Smoke Shop, extra stupid. Which, by the way, you said you go once a week. Across all these statements, we have to be at like 7 by now. And I don't think there's 7 weeks in a month last time I checked. DoorDash? Is that what DD is?
No,
DD?
Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not a DoorDash
Well,
person.
also stupid. In-N-Out, extra stupid because it tastes like death. Flex Finance, we already went over that. Mod's Pizza, Wendy's, Jake's Burgers, also all stupid. And an Appleville and a Wendy's, stupid. And then Smoke Depot for the 8th time. Twice a week is what that starts to come out to. So again, another reason why I can't trust what you said. You said it was a week. It's actually 2 a week. Just say the reality when I ask you a question. So we can, like, if you want to walk away from this with an actual benefit, which I would love you to, even if we've clashed a few times, that's okay. Like, people clash, especially in tense situations. That's fine. I would still want you to walk away with a beneficial takeaway from this show.
I will.
We're not going to get that if you don't give me the correct information.
I just don't think you like what I'm telling you.
It's not.
I don't think you like.
If you tell me you go to the smoke shop once a week and it ends up being 2 weeks, that's not whether I like it or not. That's you saying incorrect information. That's not a subjective thing. It's an objective thing. So don't do that. The life insurance, you don't pay anything into it, do you? This is your parents, I think. Workplace and parents, right?
That's my work. I do pay that.
Oh, it's not a benefit. Okay, so what's coming out of your paycheck on a monthly basis?
That's life insurance. I think $6.75.
Cool. You put on your needs, Peacock and Hulu. Hulu has a couple things. Peacock has nothing, so we're gonna delete those immediately.
Okay. You're making a plan?
We're going into the plan section.
Okay.
But first, you asked, where is your money actually going? Because you've never budgeted, correct? You're going to go through a budgeting program. Go through the budgeting programs, change thousands of people's lives. Go through it. It's actually going to... So we're going to do like a makeshift budget, what we can do in 10 minutes, which is not enough time for building the first budget. You're going to go through the program. You're going to go through the education, take the quizzes, and actually build your budget from scratch and get it nailed down. And follow it on a monthly basis and follow the process around that. Food. 5%, we're going to the grocery store, was only 3%. Housing, 20%, which by the way, we know that it's about 40% of your net income. So if it's 20% of your spending, we're spending about double we bring in. That's how that math works. Phone was about 3%. Transportation was 1.9%. Unknown shopping, that's Walmart, that's Amazon. We know it's not all necessities because the price tag's insane. No one needs this in order to survive. Walmart, Amazon, Target, 23% or $2,100 to $115, which is half of what even comes in. The miscellaneous, this is the smoke shop. This is all the clothes you did not need. Some of it maybe. All the clothes you did not need. 31.5% or $2,880. Combine that and the unknown shopping together, you're already over your income. So can you afford it? The thing that you said you could? Answer me now. Can you afford it?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm glad we figured that out. Other large purchases. Let's see what other large purchases were. GH Base, Match.com, American Airlines. That wasn't to get here because you're from Waco. Where'd you go?
That was Kansas City.
Did work comp it?
Yeah.
Good. And then the Rover Pet Service, but they probably didn't comp that because
they probably would have, but I don't want to do that to them.
To them? You make no money.
I know.
Or you make money. You have no money.
I know.
Your miscellaneous categories, insanity. So here, you can take a look at this stuff. But your minimum monthly debt payments, well, now 2 of them don't have them because the Visa does not have a minimum monthly debt payment, but should because you need to pay it off before interest starts accruing on it. So let's actually put that in the budget because that is going to be a necessity. When does the interest-free period end on your Visa?
I think 6 months. So probably by the middle of this year.
6 months from now, or since when you took it out and talking to the mic?
6 months since I opened it.
When did you open it?
Are you talking about my credit one or the
Visa?
Which Visa? There's two.
The Visa with $1,365.40 on it.
Oh yes, that's 6 months after I opened it.
Which was
December. It says it. I know I didn't have a lot of.
No,
statements.
it's okay. I'm just trying to figure it out.
I don't want to lie. I don't want you to think I'm lying.
Well, smart. $341.25 is what you have to pay on a monthly basis, so that interest doesn't accrue, and even like back interest could hit. Student loans might be going up now that your income has gone up. We don't know. Let's add all these other minimum monthly debt payments together. Okay, your minimum monthly debt payments, in order to not get completely destroyed in every way whatsoever, is $768, not including your biggest debt, which is your student loans. Rent. What did we say that was again? Total?
$1,700.
Okay. And then does that include water? Gas
yes.
and electric? Mm-hmm. Gas and electric as well?
My utilities run between $100 to $200.
$150. Internet?
Included.
Okay. Renter's insurance?
I pay that annually, yeah. It's like 200 something. It's on the somewhere.
Okay. We'll call it $17 a month then. Again, you'll find a better way to distribute that when you go through the program. But gas, we got about $176. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay. Car insurance, you do not pay for. Your phone bill, how much is it?
$50.
Toilet paper fund. This is where I give you what you're allowed to spend on makeup. This is the TP fund. This is what you can put in makeup, because being presentable in a way that you feel comfortable and stuff is important, especially, I'm just a dude. I don't do fancy little things, but I know it's really important for many people on the other side. So, gosh, I can't believe I had to dance around that sentence because people would get angry. It's just okay. Crazy. But now this is wild.
About what?
That I had to dance around the sentence that you would feel better wearing makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're a woman. I had to dance around that so that people didn't get angry. It's just absolutely wild. But either way, so $100 for that. This is what you just need, your extra little necessities for you to be you. But it's capped at $100.
Does that include like skin, like my face wash and stuff? Okay.
Groceries, it is $300. This gets you your daily necessity calories plus more.
That's how much a week? Like 75?
Yeah, basically. So what you're going to do is, through the budgeting program, there's actually grocery lists that you can use, but sort, you do HEB. So do a free pickup, sort what you need, your ingredients, to cheapest to most expensive from the grocery store, and add those to the cart. Medical. Do you have ongoing healthcare costs, prescriptions, anything like that?
Yes.
How much?
Maybe like every month.
Yeah.
It's not every month that I go. Maybe like. 40,
you're talking about like 45. A copay, once a year.
Yeah.
How much?
I see my ADHD doctor every month.
How much is that?
Not every month and a half. Every 4 months now. Before I used to see him every month. $30, and then I have to get my prescription every month and a half.
How much
that's
is
that? $30.
$23. Anything else? On that? Okay. Is there anything else you need in your budget that I'm not aware of?
My 10% tithing. Did I?
This is really hard because you don't have 10%.
Okay.
Like, I want you to be able to practice whatever you want to practice, but that becomes really difficult for me on the side of the table.
I would like to downsize my my living. My lease ends in April.
No, you're going 1 bedroom or studio for like at least a year. Okay, so where I think, again, this comes from the perspective of, I know that it's a very important belief to you to do this, but let's just compare it to charitable contributions. We have a lot of people who come on this show, and they want to give to charity and they want to give to other people and all this stuff, but they really don't have enough to make ends meet. It's going to be more impactful for whatever you want to give to, and for you that's tithing, if in the long term you actually fix your get a fully funded emergency fund so you never have to go into credit card debt again. Have a fully funded emergency fund. Make sure you're set up for retirement. This sets you up in a longevity and peaceful way mentally to where you will give more in the overall term of your life. If you buckle down now, stop giving, take care of your make sure you're on the right track in life, and then statistically you'll have more money over the longevity of your life to give instead of just not cutting back much and delaying this whole process so long, because the compound effects of this interest rate just absolutely weighs on you from all these debts. Guys, it's a new year and you need to make your money work for you. You can do exactly what I literally do right now and put my money in the best high yield savings account, SoFi. I get a 4.6% yield on my money, and I also took advantage of the bonus of up to $250 when I signed up. You can start 2024 off amazing by doing the same by going to the link in the description below. So, I mean, that's my thoughts around this.
Okay.
You could, I mean, obviously you're going to do whatever you're going to want to do. I don't want to tell people what they can and can't do when it comes to their like core beliefs, because that gets real complicated real quick. But if we take, you do 4% or 10% of your net income, you do that, and then, you can do it, and you still have some money left over. It's just going to slow down the process. So it's up to you. Tell me now, are you going to do it or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that goes to tithing. So what you need to survive on a monthly basis, obviously if income goes down, tithing goes down, because that's just how it works. But from this income standpoint, $3,696 goes out the door on a monthly basis. Okay. Should do like christiansmingle.com or something.
Yeah, that would probably be better.
Than Match. I've always found those commercials so funny. The farmers dating one's the funniest to me.
Have you ever had any luck?
On farmers dating?
No, on the apps.
No, I never found any luck. I met my girlfriend just in person. So I was very lucky.
That's the way to do it.
It is the way to do it.
That's what I was hoping for, but it still hasn't happened. So.
It's hard. $424 is what we have left over on a monthly basis. You would have had more, but the tithing came in. So 10% tax immediately. But, that's what you're choosing to do.
$448 to save?
That's what, we're not probably going to save much of it right now.
Okay.
But that's what you have left. The thing that sucks with that is to get to your monthly necessities, minus the tithing, because again, if you lose a job, that's not included because there's no income coming in. It would take 7.5 months, not including the tithing, to get to your to get to a 1 month emergency fund. 7 months, and that's usually our first step. Like, we get a 1 month emergency fund, then we tackle the debts, either snowball or avalanche. Okay, so I'll give you this based on what you've chosen, not including the student loans. I'm not going to include the car either because it has no interest. Hand it to the family, unless there becomes a weird dynamic. Then yes, pay it off because you can. So without you spending any money on the cards, any interest accruing, it'll take 22 months. 22 months to get a 1 month emergency fund, and then pay off the 4 debts, the 4 small debts. Then your large car is not even paid off because there's 0% interest on it. It's to a family, which is lower risk in your situation. For some, it'd be high risk. And then it doesn't even come close to touching the $63,000 student loans. So with your 10% tax that you're doing, that's how it goes. It's going to slow it down dramatically. Okay. So what are your options from here? Your options are, what are your work hours right now?
9 to 5.
Wonderful. And it sounds like the dating situation is not going great, so we're not going out very much. So instead of that, that's a joke.
That's true.
But what we're doing on the evenings 3 to 4 times a week is we're working somewhere else.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't sound confident to me, but that is personally what I would do in your situation, because that's kind of the stuff that I did to get out of debt. I just grinded all these side hustles and everything and cut back on everything. So personally, this is actually what I would do, because your situation is not going to make much progress very quickly, and the debts we paid off aren't even like a third of your overall debts. There may be a fifth of your overall debts, maybe a sixth, maybe an eighth. Like, we're barely making a dent. Then we don't even have a fully funded 6-month emergency fund. That's going to take like 3 years to do the small debts plus the 6-month emergency fund. So you have to go make more money. And that's what it comes down to. And then the math changes. So you're going to use our debt calculator based on the avalanche or snowball method that you choose in the budgeting program that we give you. You're going to use that with your new income that comes in, and you're going to figure out how you get out of the debts. But I would take care of the Bank of America Credit One, the Visa, the Platinum as quick as you can in whatever order you want, smallest to largest, or the largest interest rate to the smallest interest rate. Then the student loans, I'd try to figure that out. You can mitigate risk by going on traditional. It's up to you what you choose to do there. The Volvo, I'm probably minimum monthly payments till it's paid off, but unless there's a weird dynamic with the family, then you can pay it off quicker as well.
What do you, when I do look for a new place, what do you suggest my maximum budget would be for rent?
Great question. In your situation specifically, $1,236. I'd do 1 bedroom on the mid end or a quite nice studio. And you can do that for a year. That gives you, buddy, if we go down from 1,700 to 1,200, that doubles the process that we just saw here.
Yeah.
Doubles. That gets you 6-month emergency fund and those smaller debts paid off in a year and a half instead of 3.
Yeah.
That's worth it. When's your lease up?
April.
Good.
2 months, yeah.
Good. Get that. Get cheapest place you can in a safe area.
Okay.
Cheapest place you can in a safe area. I don't care about space inside. I don't care about productivity. You just, we fight through it as a sacrifice, as a temporary sacrifice for a better life. The fact that you have $0 to 33 makes me scared. So, you have any final questions and thoughts for me? Because that's my diagnosis and that's my prescription.
No, sir. Thank you.
Spending in a budget, it was a very clear 0 out of 10. It wasn't even close. Your debt, it's not like the worst that we have. The student loans are high. It's just what you're choosing to do with your spending around the debt, but the debt itself isn't like insane. I'm going to give you a 3 out of 10, being a little generous there, but 3 out of 10. Emergency fund, oh, we don't have anything, 0 out of 10. Retirement, oh, we don't have anything, 0 out of 10. Real estate, oh, we don't have anything, 0 out of 10. That's going to be a 0.5 out of 10, as you suggested. Make sure to check out all the resources linked in the description below. They are what I use or would use in specific situations, including the best budgeting program in the history of the internet.
Perfect. Okay. Sounds good. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm shocked that you're struggling at online dating, or I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
You're so pretty.
Oh, thank you. You're handsome.
Thank you.
welcome.
Caleb decided to put me in during the one day this week that I wore my glasses and I look like a scientist. You're right. It is my second day. But look, he also described me as an online dating profile expert, which is laughable in my opinion, but I'm happy to take a look. I also want to clarify that I normally try to help men usually, but I'm happy to jump in and share my thoughts. Karis, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. I've also never used Match.com before in my life. So, dude, you're good. You've got 99 plus likes.
I haven't, like I said, I haven't been on since I created it.
Got it. Oh my God, I accidentally moved on the ground. I'm so sorry. I moved this from here.
Oh, that's okay.
To there. Yeah, Karis, you have no problems. You're beautiful. This is gonna be totally fine.
Thank you. I hope so.
So I do think it's interesting though. You mentioned that you feel overwhelmed when you do online dating. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Why? Can you speak to that?
Because I feel like I have to answer people back and look through their profile and then converse with them, and it becomes a lot.
Yeah, it's a total chore and it's really awful. And I think that men and women have a very different experience when it comes to online dating, because like when you're a guy, it's like you have no likes, or a lot of the guys that I talk to have very few likes, and they constantly are trying to send messages. But for women, like they describe what you're describing, right? Which is like, it's overwhelming. And like I don't know, do you get messages that are like kind of not great sometimes? Like, I don't know, what are your messages like? Like what people do you normally respond to?
Anyone really that seems interesting.
Got it.
I like smart guys.
Yeah. What makes them like? What do you mean by that?
Guys that know more stuff than me. They can teach me stuff about anything.
What do you think about this guy who sent you? Who sent you? That? Have you seen that?
Oh no, yeah, I haven't.
That's crazy, right? That's crazy.
What
Thanks.
does
I'm
he
in
say?
leadership. Would you be interested in doing some vibe check on here sometime? Let me know. Is vibe check like an online chat thing on this thing?
I don't know.
Got it. I've never used Match.com in my life. What specifically do you do for work that allows you to work remotely? If the Lord is in your life, he just sent you 50 messages in a row.
Oh, see, yeah, that's probably not something I would respond to.
Yeah, that seems overwhelming. So I got it. I think that you are really pretty, and I think that like you clearly have no problem getting people to like your profile, but I can totally resonate with the fact that it's overwhelming for your end. I don't know. That's not much of an audit. I mean, she's beautiful. It's like, I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to help us hit 1 million subscribers, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, guys, soon we're going to be launching a show. When I say soon, I have no idea when it actually is going to be launching, but we're going to be watching a show.
Thanks to all of our Patreon producers for making this episode possible. If you want to participate in an episode of Financial Audit and you're able to make it to Austin, Texas, please fill out an application in the survey linked in the description below. You can also send a link to your friends or family who you think might be good to be on the show. If you have any questions, you can email casting@calebhammer.com.